Hi everyone, my name is John, and I want to tell you about my journey learning English. It wasn't always easy, but it was definitely a lot of fun, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. It's a story about overcoming challenges, embracing new experiences, and discovering the magic of language. I started learning English when I was just a kid. I grew up in a small town nestled amidst rolling hills, where everyone spoke my native language, a language rich in history and tradition. But I was always fascinated by the world beyond our borders. I saw all these cool movies and songs in English, and I wanted to understand them. I wanted to know what the characters were saying, to feel the rhythm of the music, to understand the jokes. I wanted to be part of that world, to connect with people from different cultures and backgrounds. But English was hard. When I first started, I only knew a few basic words like hello and goodbye. It felt like I was trying to speak a language from another planet, with all these strange sounds and unfamiliar grammar rules. I would listen to English conversations, and it was just a jumble of sounds that I couldn't make sense of. It was like trying to solve a puzzle without any of the pieces. I tried to learn English by myself, using dictionaries and phrase books, but it was painfully slow. I'd look up a word, and then find myself needing to look up another word to understand the first one. It was a never-ending cycle of confusion, and I felt like I was drowning in a sea of unfamiliar vocabulary. I'd take one step forward and then 2 steps back, feeling like I was making no progress at all. I remember one particularly frustrating moment. I was trying to read a simple children's book, but I couldn't understand a single sentence. I felt so discouraged, like I was never going to be able to learn this language. I almost gave up, but then I thought about all the things I wanted to achieve, all the people I wanted to connect with, and all the experiences I wanted to have. I knew I couldn't let this language barrier hold me back. I was determined to conquer this language barrier and open up a whole new world of opportunities. One day, I saw an ad for an English class at the local community center, and I decided to take a leap of faith. I was nervous and a little scared, but I thought, what's the worst that could happen? Maybe I'll learn a few new words, maybe I'll meet some new people. It's a chance to step outside my comfort zone and explore something new. The first day of class was terrifying. I didn't know anyone, and I was afraid to speak up. Afraid of making mistakes in front of all these other students who seemed to speak English so effortlessly. I felt like a fish out of water, struggling to keep up with the lessons and the conversations around me. But the teacher was so kind and patient, and she made me feel welcome from the very beginning. She started by teaching us the basics, the alphabet, numbers, simple greetings and phrases. She encouraged us to practice speaking, even if it was just a few words at first, and she created a supportive, encouraging environment where we could all learn together. It wasn't just about memorizing vocabulary. It was about connecting with people, sharing experiences, and building friendships. I remember one particularly memorable moment from that first class. We were playing a game where we had to describe pictures using simple English words. I was struggling to find the right words, and I felt my cheeks burning with embarrassment. But then, one of my classmates, a friendly girl named Sarah, helped me out. She patiently explained the words I needed, and she even helped me practice saying them. It was a small gesture, but it meant the world to me. It showed me that I wasn't alone on this journey, and that there were people who were willing to help me along the way. Slowly but surely, I started to make progress. I practiced speaking with my classmates, and we had fun playing games and doing activities that reinforced what we were learning. The teacher made the lessons engaging and interactive, and I found myself looking forward to each class, eager to learn more. As I started to build my vocabulary and improve my grammar, I noticed that I was understanding more and more of the English I was exposed to. I went back to watching those movies and listening to those songs, and this time, I could actually make out some of the words. It was like a light bulb went off in my head, and the world of English media opened up to me in a whole new way. The characters came to life, the jokes became funny, and the stories became more engaging. It was like a whole new world was opening up to me, and I was finally able to be a part of it. I started reading English books, listening to English podcasts, and even dreaming in English. It was amazing to see how far I had come, and it fueled my desire to keep learning and improving. One day, I decided to take a solo trip to a nearby city, a bustling metropolis full of sights and sounds. I was nervous about navigating my way around, but I was determined to use my English skills. I found myself using English to ask for directions, to order food at restaurants, and even to strike up conversations with local people. It was a challenging but rewarding experience, and it made me realize how much progress I had made. As I continued to practice and immerse myself in the language, I started to notice subtle nuances and cultural references that I had previously missed. I could engage in deeper conversations, share my own experiences and perspectives, and even crack jokes in English. It was a whole new level of communication and connection that I had never imagined possible. I remember one particular conversation with an English-speaking traveler I met at a local market. We talked about our cultures, our families, and our dreams for the future. It was a truly enriching experience, and it made me realize that language is more than just words. It's a bridge that connects us to people from all walks of life, and it opens up a world of understanding and empathy. Now, years later, I can confidently say that I'm fluent in English. I can use the language to talk about my hobbies, my family, my work, and my dreams. I can understand movies, books, and music, and I can communicate with people from all over the world. It's a gift that keeps on giving, and it has truly transformed my life in so many ways. I've traveled to different countries, met people from diverse backgrounds, and experienced cultures I never thought I'd have the opportunity to explore. I've even had the chance to work in an international company, where I use my English skills every day to collaborate with colleagues from around the globe. If you're thinking about learning English or any other language, I say go for it. It might be challenging at first, but with dedication, patience, and a willingness to embrace the journey, you can do it. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how you learn and grow. Surround yourself with supportive people, immerse yourself in the language, and have fun with it. The rewards of speaking a second language are immeasurable, and the personal growth and fulfillment you'll experience along the way are priceless. So what are you waiting for? Take that first step and let the adventure begin.